It is a beautifully cool morning this morning. Changed from all of our hot weather. It's down to 17 degrees Celsius last night, about 64 degrees, so nice and cool. We're at the space giving a tour to one of our friends this morning, and no construction workers yet, so I have no idea if something will happen today or not. So hopefully at the end of this day we can show you some changes.
Hello, today is day 12 of what we're going to call today the construction process, because it's been a full day, almost. There's still a couple hours left in the day, obviously. It's 5:15 here.
Full day of everything except for construction.
So today Adam and I are actually going into Madrid to get a specialty coffee because we need to be cheered up. Because we were talking about how this process, as we've been telling you guys, is not only a challenge in just, launching a new business or launching a new project, but it's also really inundated with a lot of cultural differences that we sort of alluded to, but today we really felt them. Today we are dealing with the concept of working through what feels like failure. And I was telling Adam, I felt this, and I'm still working through this at times, because when the coffee construction process doesn't meet our expectations, or we get disappointed, or whatever happens, I a lot of times feel like we should have called something, we should have done something more.
We always feel like maybe we missed something, or if we've done something better, so it's natural either one to kind of blame ourselves or look around and start blaming other people, and you forget about how much is really just out of your control.
So for example, today we were told, and we've shared, that they're supposed to be starting on the tubing and doing the ceiling, starting with that, so they need an electrician and a plumber to do those things. And this afternoon we received text from an architect saying that probably the plumber wouldn't show up until Friday, and the electrician might not show up or start his part until Monday. So in essence, we're not sure what the next 4 to 5 days hold, and we feel like we're losing time and advancing through the construction project. So I think one of the things here is culturally, you have, in most projects, especially as big as ours is, even though it's a small space, it requires a lot of subcontractors and coordination between various different points, because there's nothing in the space. So it is highly recommended that you use an architect in these scenarios, because you're having to request a lot of paperwork. The town hall the town is going to be requesting a lot of documentation, and that's something that we just knew, that based on, we've lived in Spain many years, but we don't know construction here, so we wanted an expert to start off well and do things legally above board.
So then the role of the architect is kind of like our mediator with the construction company. So she's the one that kind of discusses with them and sees where they are, and then she gets back to us. And I think sometimes that's hard for us from our kind of, I don't know if it's cultural background or just who we are as individuals, to have situations where we're not directly in contact with what's happening and changes that are being made. So I think that's been part of it too. And we trust our architect a lot. She's great. She's done a wonderful job. But I think sometimes that affects us as well.
Yeah, I think we're both individuals that like control of situations, and we like to share our opinions, which is good.
Yeah, we want to make it the best we can.
Yeah, we want to do the best that we can, because we also were saying, we have a lot of people that have sort of invested time and words and some dollars, some
prayers.
A lot of prayers, and so we know that there's a lot of people invested in this project, and so the feeling of letting people down is high, which we are just walking through those feelings. So but all that to say is that we are using the day to sort of reflect and do some more praying and do some more asking for patience and learning more more flexibility.
So unfortunately, there's not going to be a lot of changes probably with the coffee shop the next couple of days, but we are going to use the time to focus a little bit more on talking about things like specialty coffee and why we chose this type of project to do and why we feel like it's a good fit for our neighborhood. So we'll spend some time. So you might see us wearing the same clothes that we're wearing today.
So don't be alarmed.
We do wash
our
clothes.
Yeah, and choose different outfits most of the time. The summer is a different routine, but anyway, we will keep you guys, of course, posted as we have been along the way. But just wanted to give you a heads up that you may not see a lot of space developments, but we're going to talk about concept developments and things in which are going into the cafe model, but may not exactly be advancement in the space until the electrician and the plumber arrive. So we'll keep you posted.
Bye-bye.